What's happening? We just we went to the gym earlier, went home, got us a shower. We just went and did 2 estimates. I just locked in a job to power wash a whole entire barbecue restaurant and a CVS. So I got them on the schedule. We're gonna push them out a few weeks. So that's money I got sitting on the table for, down the road. I ain't really tripping on it now. Good productive day so far. It's noon. Went to the gym, handled some business. We just got barbecue for me and Bay. But I want to touch on something I was thinking about, man. Should truck drivers encourage their kids to get into trucking? And I thought about it. I'm like, I said, man, that's a good topic. So should we encourage our kids to get into trucking? And if it's up to me, no. And I'm gonna tell you why. I wish when I was younger, I was in the military, obviously, but looking back on it now, if I had to go back and, if I was in that situation, if I was looking to go get a trade, I would go get my CDL, but I will also push for something that make me the same type of money, but be home every day. I mean, you can do a local driving job, but I mean like an AC, HVAC, diesel mechanic, something working with boats, being that we in Florida, plumbing. But for the most part, would I encourage my kid to get a trade? Yes. You guys know how I feel about college degrees. There's nothing wrong with a college degree. But a bachelor's degree is becoming more and more obsolete lately. It's up to par with a business certificate or a high school diploma now. If you got a high school diploma, a business certificate, and years of experience, you can get just as good of a job as somebody with a college degree in certain degree fields. I'm not disrespecting everybody. Now, you gotta follow me now. But to say would I encourage my kid to get into trucking, it depends on how you look at it. It's a double-edged sword. Like, getting the CDL is not bad. It's always something good to have if corporate America don't work out, or 9 to 5, or robots take over. I promise you, no matter what you're hearing on TV, AI cannot drive these trucks. I promise you. No matter how you cut it up, slice it up, dice it up, AI can't drive all the trucks. So there will be a need for drivers. So you can always keep a job and have money in your pocket. Now, like I tell y'all, you're not going to get rich truck driving. You're not going to get rich. I promise you. But you can make a lot of money. But you're not going to get rich. But you can take that money and you can capitalize and create other joint ventures that can get you rich. So if I had to encourage my kid, I'm going to say go for it. If college ain't for you, you got to figure something out. You either go into the military or you go get your CDL. I mean, you can make 6 figures within 2 years of getting your CDL, guys. I don't know other profession that can do that. You can't be out of high school. Follow me. You cannot be, unless you're a professional athlete or something, you cannot come out of high school within 2 years and make 6 figures without going to college first, which is 4 more years. Follow me now. There's not that many trades aside from maybe electrical and plumbing, but then again, you got to be a journeyman for a little while before you can just jump out on your own. You got to get your reps up. But trucking, you can make $100,000 within 24 months. Depending on where you at and how you want to move, you can relocate. So, but I would encourage my kid to get a trade. But if some people want to say trucking, say trucking. I encourage my kid to go get a CDL, cool. But do I want them to drive trucks for their whole life? Hell no, because I'm not going to do it. So why would I tell my kid to do it? So no disrespect to anybody that's going to be trucking for 20 and 30 years, or the people that have already done it for 20 and 30. No disrespect. It's just at the point where I came into my life, I got other stuff I want to go on. I want to travel the world. I don't want to be tied into a truck all the time. I don't want to be answering for no company all the time. You understand what I'm saying? And I ain't trying to be the owner operator, forever. That ain't my cup of tea. You feel me? Like I don't want that overhead. I could go make $100,000 doing something else. I promise you. So, but if you got kids out there that love big rigs, maybe get into the warehousing industry or the truck parking industry. Or maybe look at trains. You know, like I always wanted to be a conductor when I was growing up. Growing up in South Florida, we had a subway system. Well, now we got the Bright Line, we got the bullet train, which is the fastest train in America. We have it in South Florida, but before that, it was a tri-rail. And that was like, that's more like the hood train now, but we had subways in South Florida. A lot of people didn't know that Miami has like a New York City style subway. Like, they have a massive subway in Miami, and they have the monorail, which is the unmanned subway. That's been around for years, and that's run by computers and robots, the monorail. And so I would go on the subway, the monorail. I did all that my whole life. I would take my kids on it, and you know, that might be something cool I might push my kids get into, you know, type train conducting. But trucking is something good to encourage your kids that they're not going to college. Again, 6 figures, fast track, nothing other than trucking, no matter where you at or how you look at it. But I would also tell them to go get a trade somewhere else. HVAC, it's a funeral going. HVAC, plumbing, electrical, whatever the case may be. I would do something like that. And you know, kids gonna do what they want to do. You know, I can only give them guidance. You know, I'm not gonna control their life. So that's something for you to think about, man. Would you put your kid in the trucking? Drop a comment below. Would you encourage your kid to do trucking? And I'll see y'all on the next one.